Welcome to the series where I test out the OSRS Wiki money-making guides. I started this series almost a year ago, and since then we've tried out multiple methods even if they're a little silly, such as picking bananas or even flax. If you enjoy these types of videos, then feel free to check out the playlist that I've made for them, and feel free to leave a suggestion down in the comments for a method that you'd like to see tested. With that being said, let's get into the video. Alrighty, so it is that time again. Time for another rune crafting video. It has been quite some time. In this video, we'll be taking a look at crafting soul runes, and this will be neat because on my way to 99, I'm pretty sure I just did blood runes from 77 all the way to 99. Never really messed around with soul runes because I kind of wanted the money from the bloods. So yeah, let's take a look at this. You will need 90 rune crafting to do this, as well as 38 mining and crafting in order to mine and chip the dark essence blocks. And then of course, some HP, agility, and thieving is optional. Now, the wiki here does recommend going through the abyss and doing that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stay on Zaya and run to and from the soul altar. You can do it this way, but it'll be interesting to see how many runes we get by just doing it the old-fashioned way and staying on Zaya. You also need Enter the Abyss quest, of course, and 100% Arceus favor. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get into it. Alright, so, oh, look at this. It's like he knows what I'm about to do. No, he is not following me, but he was right next to me. That's actually kind of funny. Maybe, you know what? I think he wants to go with me. I'll take him with me. Alright, as you can see, he's red because I got him during my blood rune crafting grind. And, okay, Vorkath, I know you're jealous, but get off. Alright, so I got him during the blood rune crafting grind. I actually got 2 rune crafting pets. And I think they were like within like 300k experience of each other, so they were pretty close. And yeah, I'm pretty happy to get this guy. Pretty cool little guy. But anyways, back to the gear setup. So as for the gear setup, we have our full graceful since we're going to be doing a lot of running. I'm bringing my Explorer's Ring 4 for the 3 stamina boosts that I get per day. I don't know if we'll need them. I don't remember if your stamina actually runs out or if it replenishes to 100 every time you're mining. So I'm bringing it anyways. But if it does run out, you could also bring a Ring of Endurance, but I've never owned that item because it's very, very expensive. So I'll just be bringing this for now. As for the pickaxe, any pickaxe works. I'm just bringing the dragon one because that's what I had in my bank. I also have the max cape, which acts as a graceful cape. And yeah, let's go out there. Also, you'll need a chisel, but even if you forget a chisel, there is a chisel spawn at the dense essence mine, so don't worry about that. Now to get there, I'm going to be using fairy rings. So we'll use the code CIS, and that'll teleport us pretty close to where we need to be. Now to use this fairy ring, I do believe you need to pay Trasa some money. I think it's like 80k or something like that to unlock this fairy ring. So if this is your first time coming here, then you have to use some other teleport. You can either use, I guess, this Arceus teleport here. You can also use the teleport home option on the Arceus spellbook. It should take you next to the Dark Altar, so that's also another good space. You can also use your, I don't even know how to pronounce that, Cardis Memoirs? Yeah, it's also a nice teleport, and then just run up here and unlock this fairy ring, because it's pretty helpful, and it's not too much money. I guess you could also use a Games Necklace to teleport to Wintertodt, and then just run south. So from here, all we gotta do is follow this guy over here. Run past this area. This is the path that takes you to the blood rune altar. We're not going to be doing that, unfortunately. And just keep following this guy. This is where I used to train my prayer, actually. Used to reanimate some heads here. Good times, good times. This is the dark altar. Run past this area. Over here. And this is where the agility will come in handy. You can use these shortcuts right here to get to the dense essence. There's a shortcut right here. And then you can just mine from these 2 dense runestones. Take this path along over here and make the runes here at the soul altar. And then when you make your way back, you can use this agility shortcut, which only requires 49 agility. And then this one is 69. So yeah, pretty much it. So as for the method, it is pretty simple and much more AFK than your traditional rune crafting. This is definitely a favorite after 77, or once you get 77, because I actually did this all the way to 99 because of how AFK and chill it is. Now, of course, it did take some time. It was about, I'd say 3 months, but yeah, a lot more chill than your regular rune crafting. All we're doing here is mining a full inventory of this dense essence, and then once we do that, we can run west, go to the altar, and I guess charge them up and make them dark. And then once you do that, you can use your chisel to break them up into pieces, and that is what you'll be using on the altar. So before we go to the altar, we always get 2 inventories, one full inventory that we can chip, and then another full inventory of blocks that we can chip once we've already rune crafted, because there is a limit on how many chipped pieces you can have. Now, if you're interested in making more money, blood runes is definitely the way to go, but if you want some more XP while it's still pretty AFK, then soul runes are a better bet. Now, me personally, of course, I went with blood runes, and I think I ended up making like 180 mil after hitting 99, which I then used to train my construction to 99, so I'd say it was a pretty worthwhile investment. This moneymaker now is even more profitable with the price of blood runes currently. I think whenever I sold them, they were like 350 coins maybe. I should have a picture somewhere. If I find it, I'll definitely put it up on the screen right now. I find it interesting how the dark essence blocks actually have more than one use. They're not just for making runes. You can actually use them to make teleport tablets, such as Barrow's tab. And I do believe we've already tried that for a money making video, so I'll go ahead and throw up a link for that as well. The blocks can also be given to the NPC Claris for 0.1% Arceus favor for each block that you turn in. Definitely not recommended to do that since it is much slower, but I guess it's pretty chill if you want to go that route. It's also worth noting that you can actually bank the dark essence blocks to train your rune crafting later. I do believe this is the method that people use to get the high scores for most XP in rune crafting at a certain amount of time. But just keep in mind that it's only the dark essence blocks that can be banked, not the chipped version. And of course, not only is this for setting, I guess, records in RuneScape, but you can use it to make the teleport tablets so you don't have to mine an inventory, charge them up, and then run back to the Arceus area. Something important to note here is that you actually can't get the mining pet here from mining the dense essence. However, the medium Karen diary will give you a 5% chance to get double blocks while mining, and your mining level here doesn't actually make you mine any faster. You'll always mine the blocks at the same rate. However, it does help you with the chance of the dense essence depleting. So the higher your mining level, the less chance of it depleting. Of course, this means that you can also bring whatever pickaxe you want. So go ahead and bring the lightest one. I believe it is the black pickaxe. The crystal pickaxe doesn't give you any advantage here, so it won't use charges if you do decide to bring it. And just in case you're worried about your low mining level depleting these runestones too quickly, don't worry. If one of them depletes, the other one will always be active. They both can't be inactive at the same time. So if anything, it'll just affect how AFK this method is, but even with a low mining level, it's still much better than traditional rune crafting. Now, just a little tip that you can use once every 30 minutes, the Arceus home tele will actually take you to the dark altar, so it could save you a little bit of time here and there if you decide to use it every 30 minutes. I was thinking about using it here, but in the end I just decided to do it the old-fashioned way. And also, if you happen to forget your chisel, or if someone asks to borrow it and they end up high-alking it, don't worry, just north of the North Essence runestone, there is a chisel spawn. You'll see it on the map, it's a little red dot. I don't believe this chisel spawn was here whenever I was doing my grind to 99, and if it was, it wasn't until the very end of the grind, so yeah, anytime you came over here without bringing the chisel, it kind of hurt. And one last thing that I wanted to point out that I thought was interesting and weird was the fact that whenever you charge these dense essence blocks into the dark version, you lose prayer points. Not really sure what the point of that was, but yeah, just a little interesting thing that happens here. I guess maybe it would affect people who are soul rune crafting that have a low combat level that rely on protection prayers, but yeah, I don't know. But with that being said, we have finished our 1 hour of rune crafting. We managed to finish with 1,584 for a total profit of 229,000 GP. Now, of course, this isn't as much as blood runes. Blood runes are worth a lot more, especially right now. I think they're over 400 coins each. So if you want money, definitely craft blood runes, but if you just want XP, then soul runes are a better bet. And there we go. About 25 seconds later, they've finished selling. And yeah, there we go. So once again, not bad, but blood runes are a better bet for GP if you are interested in that. So not only did we manage to make a nice amount of some AFK money, but we also got some XP. Now, I did mess up here. I forgot to take a screenshot of the XP totals in Runelight, but I can estimate that I got around 47,045 runecrafting XP and a total XP amount of 58,783 XP. The remaining XP is of course from crafting and mining the dense essence, with maybe a little bit of agility thrown in there from taking the shortcuts. I just want to say thanks for checking out the video, and thank you to all the people who have decided to become channel members, with a special thanks to Captain Fat Daddy. Becoming a channel member is one of the best ways to show some extra support, and you get some perks along with it too. Once again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and maybe even a subscription. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next episode.